Hi, I do not have aphantasia. If you don't know what that is, it is the lack of visual imagination. The classic example is to envision an apple on a table. If you do this and you can think of a literal apple on a table in your mind, think of the colors that would come with it, think of all the details that you can in the best detail you can, and actually picture an image in your mind, then you do not have aphantasia. If, when you imagine an apple on a table, you think of a hypothetical scenario in which an apple is on a table, but you can't actually come up with a picture in your mind and you can't actually see that, then you do have aphantasia. A lot of people don't realize that they have aphantasia because it's just not a thing that's discussed. They think the whole imagining and picturing is a metaphor when sometimes it's not. In my case, I do not have aphantasia. In fact, my visual memory and visual imagination is very vivid. I can imagine all of the details, the light direction shining on the apple, the wood grain of the table, the color of the apple, which direction it's facing, all the weird blobs on the surface. I have a very good visual imagination, which makes it weird that I have a terrible eye for aesthetics. Actually coming up with something original in any form, like music or writing, I can't think of something that would sound good or read well. I just can't do that. I usually rely on algorithms to come up with the things that I make. This one is really just muscle memory of me talking to a video. None of this is scripted. I also sometimes will use geometry a lot, or just come up with an idea of I'm gonna throw things together. Which is what I did with a 3D model today. I made a model, I textured it, I did all this stuff, having no clue what it would look like, even in the middle of the project. And I'm proud of what I came up with, because it's not bad, but it's unexpected, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to train that skill at some point in the future, but I don't have that now. So until then, thanks.